Ooh, I was like feeling that. Hello, everyone.
Oh, I'm ready to see projects today.
Hello. That was awesome. I love that music. I was like, ooh, I'm like in the zone right now. Welcome, everyone. Happy Friday. Happy Demo Day. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are so excited to have you on. You guys have been crushing it. You've been building some amazing things. We've been doing some live streams on how to implement certain tools and check-ins for the hackathon, but today is really about just giving the mic over to you guys and letting you show your projects. We have, I think, 13 projects today, so there's a lot. We have a jam-packed session here. Super exciting. If this is your first stream with us, first of all, welcome. My name's Kate. I'm community manager. This is Mallory, our head of brand. Hi, Mallory.
So excited. I haven't really been on, I've kind of been on some of these streams, but not really. I'm more behind the scenes. So I'm really excited. And the judges and the team have just been digging into thousands and thousands of projects over the last few weeks. So to give the mic over to the community and have them really go through their projects is really exciting. So let's do it.
Yeah, yes, so excited. Also, this will be recorded. So we like I said, we have 13 projects. We have a lot of content today, but if you have to dip for a meeting or starting your weekend, this will be added to our YouTube channel after it's live. And please drop your questions in the chat. We are streaming currently on LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube. Our most active chat is YouTube generally. So if you want to pop over there, that's our most active chat, or you can continue to stream on your platform of choice. Awesome. Well, yeah, so excited to see these projects. Let's grab your snacks, grab your beverage of choice, and let's get started. I think first up, we are bringing on Helen. Bring her on. Hi, Helen. How's it going?
Hi, everyone.
Oh my God.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Tell us a little about yourself. Tell us about you.
Yeah, well, hi, everyone. I'm Helen. So I am a PM in my day job, turned founder, and now turned vibe coder. Though I actually studied earth science in college. So all of this and like building and coding and stuff is pretty new to me. But yeah, so right now I'm in the middle of a gap year. So doing passion projects, running events, building with AI, such as our month-long hackathon project. So just really excited to be able to demo what it is that I have.
So cool. And I have definitely been keeping up with your tweets during the hackathon and all of your progress, which has been really cool to see too. So yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, so like what really inspired you to join the hackathon?
I have actually used Bolt probably since launch. Actually. So I had been following along the journey for quite a while. I was already using it for my personal portfolio. So when the hackathon came up, again, like I mentioned, I'm in the middle of a gap year. Just made sense. I had a lot of free time. Even though I had all this free time, though, I still had to really sprint at the end. But you know how it is.
Yeah, sometimes procrastination is great because like it really kind of just sparks a fire towards the end of the build period, the push that you just kind of need to get across the finish line. So sometimes procrastination is not always the worst thing.
Totally.
Awesome. Let's see it. Yeah, let's see the project. Woohoo.
Hey, awesome. So again, as an avid Redditor, when I saw the silly shit challenge for the Reddit game, I really just knew I wanted to at least make something. So what I wanted to do, though, is sort of play on the theme of touching grass, because obviously we're online so frequently, chronically, especially if we're participating in a month-long hackathon. And I know some people really worked hard. So I figured, why not, again, touch some grass digitally. And so please let me do the demo first, and then let me talk to you a little bit more about it. So I'm going to unmute demo. There's going to be a bit of music. How many can we touch?
Oh my God, it's so cute. The music's so good.
Thank you. But again, that's sort of the main theme of the game. Depending on how many clicks you get, you will get a different roast that Redditors would probably understand. And I also have a few different modes here that you can essentially unlock based on how frequently you play and how much grass you've touched. This is what I ended up shipping for the hackathon, but next up, I am still working on it. So I'm really hoping to be able to deploy it officially, because right now it's still in its sort of like beta. You have to have the URL and stuff, but I would love to have just like daily episodes, have people be able to actually make their own episodes, or maybe like spell out letters and sentences with the grass as you continue touching it. This was really just a fun experience for me, because this is actually my 8th project doing almost the same thing, because with every incremental project, it kept breaking, and I got annoyed, and I was like, I don't want to troubleshoot this. I don't want to revert. I gotta just make a new one. But the good thing is that every time I did that, the game actually got more and more fun. And I think I was sharing a lot about this on Twitter, especially at the beginning. But the beginning version was quite boring. So I'm glad that it took me 8 tries to get to this point, because I think it's also just a much more fun game.
And I saw, so you launched on Reddit games. What was that process like?
Honestly, I think it was super good, mainly because within the Bolt Discord, there were a lot of other like Reddit employees there, and I connected with a bunch of them on Twitter as well. So they were actually able to help ship an update to the template, which was actually the fix that I ended up using. So I think that experience was really cool, just because, again, everybody's building and everybody wants to build something cool. And being able to have that like community and access was really helpful.
Love it. Love it. And yeah, love the music. Like curious, like what like made you pick the music? What was your process of picking the music?
So a previous version of this actually had a bunch of faces that I had drawn, because the grass was almost like an emoji. So it had faces when you kept touching it too much. And that version, I had really interesting sounds, like the grass going, ah. But for this version, honestly, I was like, hey, I'm out of time. Can't be doing all that. But I knew I wanted to keep like the pop of the grass and a slightly annoying arcade-esque song. So
I love it. I love it.
The updates. I'm excited for the updates. It sounds like there's a lot more to come here. So
we actually have, where did you get the music? That's a good question.
I think I got the music on one of those Pixel Bay sites where they have royalty-free music. So you can go on and you can download them.
Love it. Love it. Awesome. Awesome. Well, Helen, what is next for Touch Grass? What's the next step here?
To touch actual grass, perhaps.
Well, again, as users play, there are certain unlock screens and stuff. I embedded a lot of different variety within it. But again, what's next? I would love to actually get this shipped as a Reddit game so that people can play it. And I want to embed levels and stuff as well. So if you did enjoy touching grass, please feel free to follow along, and then I'll definitely be announcing when that's actually fully published. And again, grateful for the Reddit team to help with that as well. Look at me, just putting them on the spot, being like, yo,
anyone from Reddit is in the chat.
On the live stream now.
Put them on the spot, Helen. They're great.
But yeah, just continue building stuff and doing fun things.
Amazing. Awesome. Thank you so much, Helen. Appreciate it. And we will see you next time.
Thank you, Helen. That was awesome.
Thanks, Helen.
Now I need to go touch some real grass, I think.
I know. That was
and it's funny because my backyard doesn't have real grass. It's actually all fake grass. So maybe I need to go to a park, because that'll be real grass.
Just you videoing it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, I think next we have Tom. Hello, Tom. How's it going?
Hey, Tom.
Hey guys, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm okay. I'm really blurry. Give me a sec. That's.
Oh, we gotta clean up the camera a little bit.
Let's see here.
Let me try that again. Give me a sec. There we go. Is that better?
Awesome. Hello.
Cool.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a nice continuation touching grass, because what I built is about farms. So like it carries on the theme.
We did not purposely line up those projects in this way. This is just happening naturally. So I like that.
Awesome. Well, Tom, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so I'm a product manager as well by trade. I guess that's a sort of, again, continuation. But I'm currently on paternity leave. My wife, we had our second kid 8 weeks ago. So like maybe 2 or 3 weeks before the hackathon started. And then I saw one of Greg's videos because I'm binging those and just thought, I've got night feeds to fill. Like I can just crack on and build. So here we are.
Well,
Amazing.
congratulations. I mean, that's huge. And the fact that you also are spending your time participating in the hackathon while taking care of a newborn is not for the weak. It's not for the weak.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired, not gonna lie.
Well, yeah, let's take a look at this.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so we've got Agrix, which is a mobile app that was built. It's using Bolt and an Expo as well. I'm going to go through demo mode because everything else is a bit more complicated than that. But basically, I bought, when I moved in to the house that we live in now, it came with like a huge stack of paperwork. And we have to keep it for 10 years because of some laws in the UK about like keeping your data and everything when you've got a farm. So what we have here is just a way to turn that all digital. And actually today, Agrix got added to an industry forum for making land digital, which is pretty sweet. So that's a really cool thing. But in here, it gives you a chance to track all your actions as you're going through. You can add different evidence to go with your scheme, so location services and everything tied in. And clearly, it's using a simulator at the moment, but you can add pictures and whatever.
What inspired you to really create this?
The huge stack of papers that I had, basically, because I had to go through and do all of this manually each year. So like if we have funding for, I live on a really small farm out in the sticks, and we get like government subsidies and stuff like that for having like certain trees and things like that. You have to give them evidence each year. And so it just takes ages. And I've got a lot of friends who are farmers. And they have like Word documents and stuff like that. So I'm like, I could build something that will do that better. So yeah, and the idea was as well, after you've got all of it in here, you can then just generate a report and go through and send it off to people and share it and whatnot. So yeah, going through here, you can go, I'm just going to do my water rights because I can, and then generate the reports and share it and save it and do all the normal iOS-y kind of stuff that you can do. And building it with Bolt was pretty sweet because now I've got it on my actual phone as well.
Cool.
So it's gone through and done all. It's in test flight at the moment, so like it's moving forward. Yeah, it's.
So you mentioned that
slug.
Other farmers in the community, have they been able to test the product out yet? Because this looks super clean.
Yeah, I've got some people that I've got an advisor that's come on board. Actually, he's a guy who's worked in the industry for like 25 years. He's grown his farm business from like 1,000 acres to 75,000 acres or something in that time. And he's got his team using it. So there's about 40 of them who are using it. It's like everyone in accesses the same instance of this. So it's got like a super base backend for each of the farms as well. Yeah, so this is all dummy demo data. And there's a logbook, so you can go and look and see at what's been recorded for that day and stuff like that. There's a lot more to come. Like it's a really, I'm going to say this is a bare bones. It may not look like it because I made it look pretty, but yeah, there's a lot more to come for sure.
So much more to build. Yeah.
Yeah, I ran out of time. To be completely honest, I tried building a chatbot into it as well that helped you when you're adding your evidence. I was like, oh, that'd be really cool to have like a little Farmer Giles that would follow you around or something with a little animation and stuff like that. But I ran out of time.
Well, yeah. And I was actually going to ask, is there like databases or like APIs you would like tap into here for like to cross-reference stuff?
Yeah, there is. So when you go into adding your evidence, and you've got the location services, the way that it works at the moment is the field is being selected based on the location that you're in, and then you can override it. but those fields are based on a government database, which you can get through the Ordnance Survey, which is a site in the UK for maintaining and managing all this kind of stuff. So that's one of them. And then the whole what I got added to for sort of making land digital. The government doesn't have an API to publish this evidence to them, so we're trying to push them to do that, and this is hopefully a front end for some of that as well.
Yeah, you'll be ready when they do, right?
That's the aim. Yeah, fingers crossed. But in the meantime, they can produce nice PDFs or whatever and send them around and have everything they need.
Yeah, amazing. Awesome. Tom, we had a lot of love here in the chat. Everyone's, love the color scheme, love the UI, really well done. And yeah,
it took me, honestly, this bit here of the UI of like sliding across took me so much longer than I thought it would, because like the cards kept back. Oh yeah.
Well, it looks very nice. It looks very clean.
I love how that was the most challenging part of this project, was just the simple stuff.
You say it's simple, but it's like when you say explain it and it does it, but using like the I've forgotten the name of the function, like the when you're talking to it, not having it execute for you on each iteration. Yeah, that one there. That helped refine it over and over again, but then reverting back to like milestones or using Git properly to sort of manage versions as you were building different features out was really helpful to follow like proper software development lifecycle stuff.
That's good feedback for us to hear too. So
yeah, it really helped with that, the iteration.
Amazing. Tom, thank you so much. And
thank you very much for having me on. It was awesome. Cheers, guys.
Yes. Bye, Tom.
Awesome. That was, I mean, yeah, that's a whole world, farming, tech. Right. I need to do a deep dive later.
And Tom could combine their products, and all of a sudden, if we go into Tom's app, like we're going to be touching grass with Helen.
Or go touch real grass and have a farm.
Exactly. We didn't even ask him what farm animals he has. Dang it. I want to know. I'll follow up with you, Tom. I want to know what farm animals.
Yeah. Okay, next is Jake. Hi, Jake. How's it going? Oh, shoot.
I believe we can't hear you.
Let's see.
Okay.
Let's see.
That's okay.
Maybe you go to settings, mic settings.
Yeah, I can go in StreamYard and see if you can turn on your mic there. Oh yeah, Tom did not share his X account. So Tom.
Oh yeah, we have while Jake is getting his settings here, we will be including all links to projects as well as social accounts in the description in the YouTube channel, but I will add, let's see, where's Tom's Twitter here? Oh, it looks like. I'm also seeing a lot of questions in the chat about how we picked these projects. These were folks who tagged us and were sharing stuff on X and also on the Bolt Gallery. So be sure to submit to the Bolt Gallery. You can tag us on X as well. And let's see, there's Tom's X account. And then there's also the Bolt Gallery link just shared in the chat.
Hello. Can you hear me now?
Oh, yes, we can hear you now.
Yay. Cool.
Awesome. Jake, how are you doing?
Doing good. Sorry about that. I don't know why that wasn't working. I just reset the settings, but all good.
Okay, all good. Awesome.
All right, sweet. So I can jump in my demo, I guess. Is that you guys ready for it?
Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself first?
Okay, sure. So my name's Jake. I used to be a UX researcher at Walmart for about 3.5 years on their like mobile apps team. Back in May, they did kind of layoffs as they kind of wanted to relocate everyone to Bentonville, Arkansas. So I kind of knew that was coming for about a year. So I've been kind of vibe coding and jumping into tools like Cursor and Claude Code for about that time and kind of learning how to write and deploy software. And then I saw kind of Bolt re-releasing here in May. And I thought it would be the perfect opportunity to kind of jump in and give this tool a try. So that's a little bit about me and my background, kind of how I got here.
So cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see the project.
Yeah. So my project's called Learn to Play. I'm a big board game junkie. I don't know if that has to do with grass or farms, but
Well, have you played Catan, Jake? Because there's a lot of trading and settling of resources, and we can find a way to tie that back. But it's kind of in that world.
Absolutely. And in fact, we might even get that in the demo here in a second if we'll see. So the idea behind this was essentially when my friends would come over for board game night to play Catan or whatever we were playing, we'd spend a lot of time just kind of looking at the rule book and just kind of, asking questions, especially for newer or more complex board games. So I wanted to kind of make a way for me and my friends to more easily play board games and learn games. So I created Learn to Play. The core feature of Learn to Play is the virtual assistant. In the virtual assistant, you can upload a PDF of any rulebook that you have. So we're going to choose either Settlers of Catan, Monopoly, even more complex games like Warhammer, where the games can be like 100, 200-page rulebooks. And after you upload it, it actually stores the rulebook and chunks it and embeds it in a Supabase database so that an AI agent can easily kind of reference and use it really quickly. So once I select a rulebook here, we're going to choose Settlers of Catan. Cool. So what you're going to see here is Settlers of Catan has been chosen. And I can now ask my AI assistant that's plugged in about the rulebook. So I can say, for example, how do you win Settlers of Catan? And what's happening here is it's referencing the rulebook, which is chunked and embedded in Supabase, and it's now going to actually kind of return a result based on that. So it's not going to like hallucinate or do anything crazy here. And you can see here to win Settlers of Catan, you need to be the first player to reach 10 victory points. It's telling me it's on page 2 of the rulebook. If I want to go check it, it tells me a couple of more things about this. And it even gives me like a fun reminder here about that. So it's a really easy way for you to kind of, learn a game. And what's really cool and what I'm really proud of here with this project is not only can you kind of chat with it in a conventional kind of text method, but actually using the Tavis and 11 Labs partnership, I was able to actually create a video agent. So you're actually, I'm not sure this is going to work because I'm on another video call. But what you'll see here is that you can actually, instead of just talking to a chat box, you can actually go ahead and join a video call. Okay, and here's the guy. Yes. Yeah, so you could kind of talk to Garrett and ask him questions about Settlers of Catan, and he would have, you can see the full
oh my gosh.
In his now access.
Yeah. You know what? I can't tell you, Jake, how many times. First of all, I played Settlers of Catan.
I'm live with you now, and we can chat about Settlers of Catan. What's on your mind? Need help with setup?
But I was going to say that I can't tell you how many times I've had fights like in the middle of a game with my friends where we have to be like, okay, actually, like open up the rule book. Are you like actually doing something in the game that's legal, right? And so just be able to tap into AI to ask the quick question, because everyone pulls up their phone and they're starting to Google it, but it's just then you got to look for it, right? So this is really cool.
Yeah, exactly. So the idea is that essentially you set up a laptop or a phone that just kind of keeps the video chat open and on mute. And then whenever you like kind of have a question, you could just kind of go off mute and just be like, hey, Garrett, me and my friends want to decide is longest road relevant if the road doesn't connect cities. And he would actually take that question and kind of give you a rule book referenced answer.
It could almost kind of be like a third party too, because it's like, it's not like someone like being like, oh, no, I think it's this from when and you're like, no, it's not. No.
Exactly. Yeah. It's super reliable because obviously the rule book's chunked in the database. So it kind of prevents some like level of hallucination that, if you were to just Gemini the answer or something like that.
Totally. We do have a couple of questions. Did you upload every board game rulebook one at a time?
Yeah, so currently users create an account and then their account has access to the rule books they've uploaded. I just wanted to be careful about like IP, like just making sure you actually own the rule book you're uploading or you're responsible for the PDF. In theory, though, I've also kind of created a store, and what I've kind of thought about doing is just cataloging a bunch of board games, like stuff like Settlers that everyone owns and where the rules are online for free, just so that when you create your account, you already have access to like 20 games instead of having to manually do it yourself.
Yeah, totally. I mean, maybe pitch to some board game companies. Like this could be included in just scan the QR code. Here's all the rules, just for future ideas there. Also, we have some questions. The video agent name that you used, I believe, was Tavis.
Tavis. So Tavis was the partner, and then so with Tavis, you create a prompt and a conversation context when you kind of call the API, which is like the partner of Bolt was Tavis for this. And then you can also give it a custom voice, which I used 11 Labs for. And then once you've kind of brought in the agent into your app, you can give it access to a database like Subabase via edge functions. So it's a few different partners that were all involved in this hackathon to kind of bring it all to life and bring it together. But essentially, you create your agent in Tavis, which is TAVUS. You can use 11 Labs and fun like tools within that. And then you're using an edge function Subabase to kind of connect it to your app and database.
Amazing.
Really took advantage of the builder pack for this project as well.
Yeah, I tried to use them all as a fun challenge. I even had the Stripe store kind of integrated here if you wanted to buy a rule book from me.
Ooh,
very cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jake. Appreciate it. And we will see you next time.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thanks, Jake.
Bye.
All right. I need to have a game night soon. This is the reminder.
I know. That's like,
that
one's super helpful for those family nights, when you're
oh, this person cheated or those rules aren't real. Like, no, actually.
Yeah. Like scorekeeping could be next. Awesome. Okay. I think next is Druval.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Thank you for joining us today. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So, my name is Raal, and I'm full-time freelancer, also on a development agency. So when I found out about this hackathon, like I pushed myself because by side I was managing the clients and doing all the development work, but I really wanted to build something, So I had a couple of ideas in my mind, and this was my chance. Like I was tweeting it that I will be joining the hackathon, and I was sharing my designs and everything. So this was my chance. Like I have to do it because I procrastinate a lot, and this helped me honestly. So grateful for the opportunity actually.
Did you wait till the week of or the day before? Like, tell us how long you procrastinated for in getting your project across the finish line.
Just an hour ago. Like I remember there was a lot of tweets that DevPost is actually crashing, and just a minute before I submitted the DevPost project.
Oh my god!
Amazing.
So I was near the lightning.
That's okay. Procrastination, motivation.
Yeah.
I've seen that feedback a lot about the hackathon. It's like, this really gave me the motivation. Like it gave me, like a timeline. And I think that's, like a lot of us have like ideas, and then it's like, when it's like, okay, you have to submit by this time, it, forces you. So
yeah, right. Like if it's your personal project, then you keep on extending your deadline. Like, and this, know that you have to submit on the at 12 night or anything. So it's helpful.
I feel like most folks that work on personal projects don't even give themselves a deadline or a timeline, right? It's just kind of like, I'll get around to it at some point, right? So
Totally.
I'm one of that guy.
Let's see it. Let's see this project.
Okay, so this is the Invite Bunny, and this is actually a digital RSVP platform. So you can create a beautiful RSVP and invitation instead of sending it through WhatsApp or anything. Like you have a wedding, or you have a birthday, or you have a house party. So you can come here, create your invite, and send it to your friends and family, and just track the responses. So this is the landing page. You have a beautiful invitation. You can track guest response, unique invite links. Yeah, so cool. And let's log in.
So nice.
Invite Bunny. What made you think of that?
Yeah. It just popped up. I was going towards RSVP me or something like that, but Invite Bunny just popped up.
That's cute.
I like it. Ooh, okay. So these are recent invitations.
Yeah. So these are the recent invitations that I have just created, when you go to the create invitation, you get this form. You can fill the form and everything. I will just share this slides. I have already pre-filled the form. So the host name we have added Kate, then the event name Bolt.new, award ceremony, event type corporate event, location virtual, the event time July 26th, deadline before like you have to submit, so July 25th. Right? Next is invitation content. So add a title, world's largest hackathon final award show. Add a description, the short message. This is the things that you have to add. But the in the RSVP form there are 3 default fields. So guest name, email address, and the RSVP response, like whether you are coming or not. You can add custom fields like any drop down or checkbox that are you going to bring snacks, if it's your birthday, then are you going to bring some booze or anything.
Nice. That's good.
We're asking the important questions, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, like so the inspiration for this was basically from a couple of TV shows like Friends or anything. So what they used to do that for the wedding they had in America, like for wedding you have an wish list or something, right? So I just thought that why not go for this. Oh. Once you fill the form, you will have this customization. So you can customize here. Let's add a background.
Oh, fun.
Cool.
I've implemented the Pexels API, so you have a lot of options to choose from.
All right. Ooh.
Right?
That kind of goes with their branding for the hackathon a little bit. Looks good.
Yeah, like I honestly I pre-planned this that during the demo it will be easier to display the stuff.
Okay, let's resend out our invites now.
Yeah. Drew, actually, could you just send this to thousands of people real quick?
Yeah, we can when you have 2 modes. So right now it's in draft. When I hit publish, you can track the responses as well.
Love that. Got to stay on top of everybody. So cool. And I mean, really cool for like a personal party if you're just hosting, whatever.
Yeah, you can create house parties. Let's say you have a Saturday night barbecue party.
Yeah, because I mean, you run into like, not everyone has a Facebook, so it's like just sending out the email. But then also, I mean, cool for if you're like you had multiple events in there. So also cool if you're like an event planner. I mean, there's a whole industry for that as well.
Yeah.
So, super cool. What are your plans for the future of ooh, that's very nice.
Fun.
Very nice. What's the future look like for Invite Bunny?
I'm thinking right now to improve a bit of user experience, and then I will like market it something using SEO or any different marketing channels. But the pricing model that I'm thinking of, either it should be event based or for the companies that are like, as you said, the event planners or the companies that are doing events. So we can provide a monthly subscription for them, so they have multiple events, let's say 15 to 20 events, so they don't have to pay per event. If you have a wedding, so you don't want the $50 per month plan, right? So you can only pay for one event and you can go with it.
Gotcha. Very cool.
Love it.
Right.
I think we shared Drupal's Twitter handle in the chat, and thank you so much for joining us today. Super cool. Invite Bunny.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right,
awesome.
Kate, we got a party to plan.
I know. That was super cool. Like UI. Okay, I think next we have Gabriella. Hi, Gabriella. How's it going?
Hello. Thank you for having me here. Really excited.
Thank you for coming on. Yeah, thanks for joining us. And yes, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I actually come from Ecuador, and I have lived in Europe since some years ago already. So in Austria, in France, and currently living in Germany. And I'm the co-founder, alongside my husband, of Niusta AI. And currently, I want to see myself as mom by day, builder by night. So currently I'm on maternity leave.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
Wow.
God. That's exciting though. Congratulations for being a new mom.
Thank you so much. Yeah. So actually, this project is based on our own experience. We have been looking for this opportunity since a long time. We just wanted to help people to go through what we went, because we had a very long infertility journey that started 5 years ago. But fortunately, our story ended with a very happy ending, and our son was born just some months ago. But obviously, that experience was quite hard. And in the market, we could not find anything, like nice or like gentle that could accompany us during that time. So then when we finalized that journey, we said, okay, we hope we could help people in some way. And we are no builders at all. So both of us, we have senior positions at corporate. And but since a couple of months ago, when our son arrived, then we kind of had a moment just to breathe and sit back and say, okay, how are we going to move forward? And then all this AI information was out there, and we were watching one of Greg's videos, Greg Eisenberg, and he was talking about these AI agents. Okay, and that was like a new world for us, and that's how we got into this, and we were really excited about it. And we got to know about this hackathon through him, because I think he was promoting it. And we said, maybe this is the chance that we have been waiting for, and then
So cool.
Never would have I thought that we can build an app 3 months ago. You would have asked us.
That's amazing. Cool. The fact that you're like, in a senior position at another company, right? Like you and your husband's hands are full, yet you've decided to go out of your way to learn something brand new and build something that you would like to see. And that is something we've seen with so many of our users, is like ultimately they have some specific problem niche that they're looking to solve for, and they can't figure it out or find it anywhere else. So they build it themselves, and that's amazing. So I'm really excited to see your project.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. So I'm sharing my screen, right? Yes. Okay, great. So this is our Niusta AI app. And, because obviously infertility and baby loss is a difficult journey, but we didn't want this to be a sad app. This is above all, designed to give hope to people. That's our mission. And also, we try to kind of make it smarter. We thought, okay, we don't want this to be a normal app, because we have AI now, or at least our understanding of AI. So we had this chat, and this chat is kind of guiding you through the modules that we created. And the module is based on my experience. So because the apps that you have there, I think they are not built by people who went through these. So obviously they are not really tailored to that. So I'm just going to give you a couple of examples. For instance, if you write, I am overwhelmed. What can I do to calm down a bit? So, our avatar normally speaks, but I don't think you can hear it because we're in this video now, and we had done that with 11 apps. And you can talk to the avatar, and she's also reading that, and then you can decide to go to the activity that the chatbot is proposing to you. So if you just say yes, let's go to the exercise. So do you want to try it? It takes just 10 seconds, I think.
Yeah.
But I hope it's a pity we cannot hear it, but it's okay. So it's kind of a coach breathing. So you just breathe, hold, and breathe out. So this is kind of these techniques, I learned that when I was going through this journey. So I wanted this to be something that you can really use, not something like, it's not useful. And then if I just give another example, and I just say, okay, I don't understand my partner, which, to be honest, was something that was really in my mind a lot of times. And I did some research. I talked to some women on TikTok, and they had the same issue because guys are going through this in a different way. So we created a module that, then you go to the proposed module, and then, there's just a module to help you to understand how guys are going through this. Yes, and then we also have a community here that we would like, to make a kind of a close community, private community for people to exchange, their problems. But mainly I think, we want this to be hope, not just something sad. That would be the main message for us.
Yeah, no, that's wonderful. And the avatar that you've created to represent, what's the avatar's name? It feels so. Anissa, yes.
Niusta,
beautiful, and is giving a lot of feminine energy, which makes so much sense for what you're doing.
True, yeah.
Yeah, and it's so cool to see. I mean, like we've talked with Zhang, was on Hackathon News Network, and she was building a tool for moms as well. And it's just so cool to see like these tools, right, are, sometimes by companies or, you're through health providers, and it's like the terminology is very medical and like,
true.
So it's really cool to see now, you going through it, a mom, you can build this thing that would have helped you. And it's just so cool to see.
Yeah, it's really, really great that now, like, people who have no experience are able to do this. I have to say it was not easy, but actually your YouTube videos were really helpful because like people like us, we didn't have any idea about how to move on. So it was quite helpful.
Amazing.
That's really good feedback. Cool. I think we definitely have some work to do on that front, but that's cool. Wow.
Yeah. And, if any one of the people who are watching us, anyone who is going through this difficult journey, just give them your friends or people my contact, and they can DM me or ask how we manage that. As I said, our main purpose at the moment is just to help people, and then now we're going into the distribution.
All right, well, good luck.
Awesome.
Yeah,
we shared the Twitter handle here for Gabby. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you next time.
Thanks, Gabriella.
Thank you.
That breathing exercise did help me.
That was like real. I know. It was like breathe out. Yeah, that was so cool. Okay, I think next we have Rachel.
Hi.
How are you doing? Thank you for joining us today. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing well. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. So I'm Rachel. I'm from Hong Kong. And when I moved to San Francisco 7 years ago, I started my job as a reporter. And now I'm working as a small business advisor in the local government. So I don't have any experience in tech, and I don't know how to code at all. How I get started is because my boyfriend 1 month ago asked me in the kitchen, do you want to join the hackathon? I was so surprised, but I say yes, because I always want to learn AI. Instead of watching a lot of YouTube video or maybe joining a boot camp, I think why not just start learning something from building something from scratch? So that's why I built my first ever app called FriendsCards. It's like a CRM, but help you to manage your friendship and document all the details about your friend. I'm so excited to show you more.
Oh my gosh. I'm excited to see this. Very cool. You're in San Francisco now, Rachel?
I am.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm here too. We'll have to meet up at some point.
Yeah, for sure. I will add you to my friend card.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. We'll do it via FriendsCard.
Yeah, so this is my landing page. How I come up with this idea is because I went to a lot of networking events or party, and I met a lot of people. But sometimes it's really hard to me to remember all their detail. So I think if there's an app that can help me remember everything, that would be great and make it fun. So let me show you how it works. You can log in here. Yeah, so you can see I already have some friend card created. You will be the next.
All right.
And you can add a new one here where you can type the bio, how you guys met, and hobby and interests. And in this activity log, you can document last time you hang out. We have a voice dictation feature where you can just speak. Last time I hang out with Sean, we have a great time. And then it will transcribe to text.
That's
perfect for someone who is too lazy to type. And then you can see here, there's some different color code. Green meaning you just reach out to this person, and red meaning you haven't reached out for a while. And we will send a reminder to tell you it's time to catch up. If you did, you can mark as contacted, and it will change to green color.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Wow, I love that detail.
Remember, like little things that we kind of like run into when we meet people for the first time as well. You're like, what's that person's name again? Like, dang it, they said they like this thing. I don't remember, right? And I'm like that. And I think like, especially if you do a lot of networking, it's just so easy to forget. So like, this is so interesting.
Yeah, and yeah, maybe before you meet this person, you can just take a look and give you a refresher so you know what to talk to them.
Yeah. Yeah. Or like, hey, this is the last thing that we talked about, right?
Exactly.
And it was like 3 weeks ago and I totally forgot, but now I get a refresher on it, which is really nice.
I love the voice too, because it's like, having done some CRMs, it's hard to, updating that can take some time and putting all the text in the right box. So that's a really cool feature as well.
Yeah, and you know what? If you're not sure what to say, we have an AI conversation starter that you can generate a text idea based on all the info you enter in this friend card. What you need to do is just copy and paste and send it out. And this generator also tailor-made based on the relationship with them. If he's your date, the text message will be a little bit more flirty. So
I see that with the first one.
Yeah. And I'll also create different view. Like this is a table view. You can see all the detail at a glance. You can always sort your friend card by preferences and category. Also, you have a search bar here. You can type basically anything like their name or hobby, MBTI. For example, if I type running, it will show all the people that like to run. You can ask 3 of them to go for a run with you.
Oh,
yeah. So yeah, this is a friend card.
This is so cool, Rachel. This is really, really, really cool. Have you had any of your friends test this out yet?
Yes, and I would like to have more people to test it out and give me feedback because it's my first project. So if you can tell me what I can improve, it will mean a lot to me.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty incredible for being your first project. So you should be very
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Someone asked me, how did you get this idea?
How did I get is because I used to have an Excel sheet to document the people that I met. But it doesn't, so I forgot something about them does not mean I'm not care about them. It's just because I understand people life get busy. So I think if I have a CRM to help me better manage all my connection, I can make my friend feel special. And I also have a gift suggestion feature I'm planning to incorporate in FriendsCards that can help me maybe buy some gift that is perfect for them.
Ooh, I like that. That's a really good, because I feel like I'm always like, oh, this would be a good gift for this person, but then I don't do anything with it. And then it's like their birthday. And then I'm like, oh man, that would have been a good opportunity to like have written that down. Or it's also cool too to like, yeah, like if you have, if I'm bad at like being like, yeah, I just talked to this person, even though that was like 4 months ago. So it's like a good reminder of like, hey, actually you didn't just talk with them.
Yeah, totally.
Absolutely.
Amazing. Wow. Well, thank you so much, Rachel. I think we have your LinkedIn that we can share here.
I know we're like wrapping this up, but I just cannot believe you use an Excel spreadsheet to track all this stuff. So the fact that you're able to build this to solve this problem for yourself, but also like this is like even the chat is saying it is such a relatable problem. So yeah, I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to use this now so I can start documenting stuff. I can feel like the bestest friend ever because I'm documenting all of it, and that'll help me remember. So
exactly. So yeah, we never forget our friend's favorite pizza.
Totally. Amazing. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Rachel, and we will see you next time. Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
I love that.
I
love that.
I'm a bad friend. I'm not.
I know.
I'm in the spreadsheet like
those
that.
Categories. Okay, let's see. Who do we have next? Bharat. Hello, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm all good. How are you?
Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so I've been a software engineer for a very long time now. I just took a break from software engineering about 4 months back to dip my foot into entrepreneurship and see if there's something that I can build out there. Since then, I've been learning about AI, vibe coding, LLMs, and all of these things and trying out building things with that. Super glad that I did the hackathon and that actually, like others mentioned, like it actually pushed me to push something out completely there within a time frame. I know a lot of us keep working on side projects, especially engineers. They always have unfinished side projects out there, but putting it out to production and like just putting it out in the world feels good.
Yeah.
Totally. Love that. Love it. So what did you build?
Yeah, sure. So I've been working on Good Admin. So it's like a COO for micro and small businesses. It basically takes emails, chats, documents, messages, bills, and it converts them into a structured format. It is basically your AI powered business brain. That's how I explain it. So yeah, like I can give you a demo right now. So firstly, like it operates on multiple different platforms, so you can directly send bills to Good Admin through your email. So I'm sharing a domain purchase record that I had done for Good Admin itself with to this custom email, which is Good Admin's email, and then even on WhatsApp, like I'm just sharing today's notes. Let's say I got on a call with Kate, and let's say Mallory bought Good Admin's annual plan today. So let me just share that with Good Admin as well. And coming to the Good Admin app, like the dashboard provides a quick overview of what has been going on with your data. And you can go over to the documents. This would have all the new documents that are there. So the Namecheap record that we added has just been pulled in and it is getting processed. In each document, for each document, the Good Admin app extracts a summary of the document. And this summary is also available through search so that the search is smart and has context of what is inside the document. And through the documents as well, like it also extracts structured records. So the text messages that we sent via WhatsApp are here. So it recorded Mallory as a sales record. And then for Kate, it added it as a contact. And the expense that came out of the document that I added for the domain. So this got recorded as an expense. Similarly, it also gives you insights about each of these categories. So you can see what are the trends that is happening in your business. And all of these actions are also available through chat. So here too, I can add an expense. Also, like you can ask it questions like, where did you buy your last domain from? Or what was the cost of it? And it does have context about it and will give you all of the details.
Oh my gosh. This is so fascinating. As for someone who's downloading a million files a day and then they get lost in my downloads, they get lost in my desktop. I'm using Google Drive, which is also organized. And then we're using all these other platforms. It's like to have one that has all the just like context and insight, I think is really, would personally save me so much time.
So. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, and being able to ask it questions like, where did I put this thing? Super helpful.
And like the reality is too, so many files that I download are like the actual name of the file has nothing to do with what the file even is about. And so when I'm going back, it's like file 91613. Okay, right. But now it's like giving you context as to exactly what that file's about, and it knows the file itself. So okay. I need to test this out.
Definitely. Please do try.
What happens? So if you do click a task here, so remind Laura to give me the report at 5, does it?
Yeah, that's what I'm building next. So
Okay,
that's the next
cool.
part to it. So giving good admin superpowers, and it will be able to take actions on your behalf. It will be able to add a new meeting, or let's say create a report, or even send out an email to your supplier or vendor. And it has context about all of your business related things that is going on. So it can pull out information and then take that action. So it is going to be much more accurate.
Wow.
So cool. So cool. We're getting some love in the chat here. Amazing. Awesome. We were going to add, I believe we have your Twitter account. We will add it here.
What's next for Good Admin?
Yeah, there are a few edges that like I just need to round up them up and polish all of the details that are there, and then also work on this task detail and put it out in the world for people to try. I've already been running this with a couple of friends who are running their own solo businesses, and they are using it right now through WhatsApp majorly. And I'm getting feedback on it, and will fix some things that I need to fix out.
Very cool. And also congrats on being a founder. Like that's such a big move, and yeah, very exciting. So
thank you.
Amazing. Okay, sorry, we have your LinkedIn. I'm going to share it here if people want to go try Good Admin or get in touch. Amazing.
Thank you, Bharat.
Thank you so much, and we will see you next time.
Yeah, yeah. Dang. Damn. I'm like that. I mean, all these projects are cool. I'm like, I could actually like use this right now.
I know. We need to have like a workshop with one of these on how to get started. Amazing. Okay, next we have Sierra. Hello.
Hey guys.
How are you doing?
Not too bad. Not too bad. How are you guys?
Doing well. Thank you for joining us today. Tell us a little bit about you.
Okay, so I am Kira, because it's the Irish pronunciation. It's okay, it's the Irish pronunciation. Everybody says it like the figure, so don't worry about it. I'm from Ireland, and I work with 100 School, and we actually teach Bolt. We teach people to build with Bolt on Maven, which is really cool. We actually set up a whole community to run for the month of the hackathon, and we had about 60 people in the community, all of us building side by side, so that was lots of fun. Yeah, so I'm a product manager by profession, so AI has just like changed my life.
Yeah,
like all these tools, all these different things we can do now. So
I'm curious, like, because you are a product manager, like, how do you think AI has really helped you become a better product manager?
Yeah, I mean, it's really just for product, it's really sped up all of the documentation and all of that really boring admin stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like a flight, but like that's reduced massively. That things that would take days and reports and research can now all be automated or like done very quickly.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's really, it can be applied to anything, all right? Like anything can be improved with AI. So
also, I just want to also say, Kiara, like you've really been documenting a lot of your building experience, building journey, hackathon journey on X, and it's been really fun for me to see personally. So for all of you who are not following Kiara on X, you should. You should.
Thank you. Thank you so much. No, that's brilliant. Thank you. Actually, that's how I learn, because I found like stuff like Superbase at the start, I was kind of struggling with it a little bit, and I thought, okay, if I start sharing with people what I've learned, that's kind of a motivation for me to figure out how these things work. So that helps me and then it helps other people. So it's a win-win.
Absolutely. Very cool and inspiring. So let's check out your project.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so this is a Lucidar, and it is for neurodiverse professionals. And it's basically something like dog food in my own product. I have ADHD and ASD, and have struggled most of my life with communication, especially in a professional setting. And AI came along, and I started playing around with it, like to chat to it and make scripts. And I thought, well, how can I share this with other people, let other people use this? And then I did some research into it, and it was like 20% of neurodiverse people are unemployed because of communication issues in the workplace, and 30% of companies who are neuro-inclusive have higher revenue. So I thought, okay, this might be an enterprise style application that could be used. So I'll just go into it here, show you a little bit. Okay, so it's quite calm dashboard and not too much animations, because I don't want the cognitive load to be too much for a neurodiverse user. So I want to keep it nice and simple. And they can come in and they can do a few different things. They can analyze the tone of a Slack or an email message. They could generate a script response if they don't know how to reply to somebody. And then I have 11 apps here on the premium tier if you want to practice talking or practice scripts out loud. So I'll just show you one of the features here, how to generate a script. So the neurodiverse user comes in and it's quite clear at the top how to use this. So they're not getting confused or overwhelmed. You can pick from a predefined situation, and I'm going to, in this case, pick a social response. I have a bit of text here ready to go. Let me typing. Something that a lot of neurodiverse people struggle with. Maybe neurotypical people wouldn't understand it as much, but we're not as social. We do like staying at home a lot more. But we also don't want to be rude about it. So I'm saying here, my colleague keeps inviting me to after work social events. I'm not interested. I want to decline professionally without seeming antisocial or rude. My relationship is a colleague, and then I generate the script. And it generates the script with the OpenAI API background. It analyzes my input. It gives me 3 different responses. I can reply casually, professionally, or more direct. It gives the user different breakdowns. They can save it to their library. They could copy it and put it straight into a Slack message. It's just really to relieve stressful situations for neurodiverse people in work.
Give them an answer, and give them an answer versus kind of like pondering over it. This is powerful.
Yeah, so I mean, I just want to give it away for free, really, because I want to help people. But maybe enterprise would it'd be something I could market or distribute with enterprise, but then on a for personal use, I would prefer people just to be able to have access to it. Yeah.
Have you been able to sort of test out your project with a neurodivergent community?
I have tested with a couple of friends, but not very widely. I've been doing a lot of it myself. And also I'm so into just building. I just love building and building and building. I don't really like the marketing or the sales or distribution.
That's fair.
So I'm just so focused on that. So
yeah. To some extent, if you keep building and you do put yourself out there too, and you do put your projects out there. You're solving for your problem, but even if it's not about the distribution, it's the fact that even if a few people, are able to use this product and it changes their life, that's enough.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm curious too, from your product, background, or what has made you realize maybe about, building, or just from the product lens in general.
Yeah, so again, back to my ADHD, dropped out of university 4 times. I couldn't manage it. I couldn't, for lots of different reasons, being neurodiverse. And so I was always trying to learn to code, and I just kept failing in the traditional way. Yeah. And then AI came along and Bolt, and then it was just okay, vibe code something. I see it visually, and then I kind of reverse engineer it, and that's how I've learned to code and build. It's just a different way of learning for my brain. And I think it's a huge opportunity for neurodiverse people to use these kind of tools.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Amazing. What's next?
Yeah.
What's next? Well, actually, I've been inspired by someone I saw on one of the calls earlier with the avatar. the speaking one, that would be really good to integrate into this app as well, like to allow people to kind of talk back and forward to somebody. So maybe that's next.
I love it. I love it.
And also next year, maybe you'll do another hackathon. Maybe that's next. Wait for that, guys.
We've had some demand. We've had not sustainable amount of demand for hackathons.
We're already talking about it, Kira. So more to come. More to come.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. I'm definitely going to share your Twitter. I think we have your Twitter, if we can share it in the chat, because yeah, like you've been building and sharing, and just really, really a good follow. But definitely thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you next time.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks, Kira.
Bye-bye.
Okay, I think we next is, let me see. Okay, we have Joshua coming on.
I'm here.
Right.
Hey,
yes.
You made it. How are you doing?
Great. Just multitasking as usual, right?
You got an apron on and like what?
I'm a chef. Yeah. There's no reason I should be here right now.
I've met Joshua once before this, and he just has an incredible just energy and optimism, and so I'm really excited for this. Sorry, I cut you off here, but yeah.
No, I just want to hear more.
I felt the same when I met every single person from the Bolt team. It's been, the hackathon was such an incredible experience, so appreciate the opportunity. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yes.
So tell us more about yourself.
Okay, well, I've been a chef for 20 years for some of the coolest sporting events, Super Bowls, All-Star Games, World Series. My world flipped upside down pandemic. I was a chef for a Major League Baseball team. We were about to have opening day for 37,000 of my closest friends. And we saw it just coming from afar, and just to produce that much food for a single event, let alone a homestand, is monumental. So to stop it in like mid tracks is kind of like a big deal. And that led me to a summer where of complete uncertainty. For the first time, I was furloughed. I was at home, which was nice, but there was just that moment of like angst where you don't know what's next. And I don't think any of us knew how long the pandemic was going to be. And so I felt like I reset my career at that moment, where I was sipping coffee, playing with my kids, thinking, oh my God, what am I going to do next? And I pushed myself a lot, even up to that point. I've competed at, on the Titan Games with The Rock on NBC, and I was at that moment was like the fittest I could possibly be, and I felt like a superhero. And I lost in front of my kids on national television, and I was like, at that moment, every emotion I'd suppressed for my whole life, right, just kind of like spilled over, and I fell into this like crazy depression. And it was like, I felt like I couldn't create enough for them. And that's what the whole story is, that, when you get older, you don't have as much time to fail. And everybody says you just got to get out there and you got to do things and you got to fail. And it's like, well, count the gray hairs right now. It's like, I've been in the industry for long enough that I've hit so many ceilings. It's like, what else is left for a chef? And what can I do to like really make, the future for my kids just like unbelievable? And I still don't feel like I have all that yet. Right. So a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of, opportunity out there. And then on a long drive, I was just falling down the rabbit hole of podcasts, and I got a chance to hear about Bolt. And I would say I'm a creator naturally, just because of combining ingredients and creating special experiences. But as a chef, you're only as good as your last meal, right? And so there's a certain pressure that is repetitive every single day. You wake up, you could have had a good day yesterday, but today's a whole new day. Half your staff's going to call off. Like, it's just, you're going to get calls like everywhere else. The food's going to show up late or spoil. It's like the craziest things can happen in food, right? So many different variables. So once I realized that there was a mechanism out there that was going to allow me to create at a different level, I started to feel like a superhero again. I started to feel like, oh my God, I can create anything. And that's where, prepcook kind of came. It was more, as I'm working for these large companies and for these big venues, try to contain the chaos really to get, food out is a struggle. It's a bad math problem every single day. And so I needed something, but there was only, central management systems that, it was only as good as you could put, information in, kind of like accounting, right? And I'll tell you, I'll never be your accountant. But that's the part with, with food services, that I believe I could teach you all how to cook, but there's a skill gap there, right? And so we get a lot of employees every single day that come in that want to cook, but they just don't know how and where to start. And so imagine the chef, years of experience, you're only as good as your last meal, and you're trying to present something on a daily basis that's consistent, and you just can't get there. And it's not because people aren't trying, it's because there's just such a skill gap, and you just can't get to everybody at that one time. And I did cook today. I cooked a banana muffin, and if I gave you guys all the same recipe, it was delicious, by the way, and and we had the same equipment, the same time, it would all come out different. And that's the craziest part. And it's not because you didn't try, or you don't know about baking, or you don't know about convection ovens or conventional ovens. So I created a program called prepcook, and it's pretty dynamic. So I'm going to share a video file here so we can take a look, just so I can talk over it as we play it. All right. So prepcook is two-dimensional. It's got the chef side and the prepcook side. The chef side is the kitchen manager. It's a digital kitchen. Everything that they put in for recipes, to tasks, to organizing the week gets connected to the staff's schedule, actually. So when the staff looks at what they're doing, they can see exactly what they're going to be doing for tomorrow. They can look at the recipe, they can study in detail, and after every task is completed, it tracks all the analytics. So how long it took you to make the prepped item. Every single ingredient right here, as you can see, is starting to be forecasted using the AI algorithm going forward. It's a drag and drop, beautiful interface right here. We can look at the entire week. So the chef has an opportunity to take back the chaos. They take control of their kitchen. And from the user standpoint, I think it increases engagement, and it really creates an opportunity for our cooks to level up. It's kind of gamified. So you can see we've connected through a kitchen code, which I would say is the next step to this whole thing, is the cooks connect to the kitchen via kitchen code. The second version of this, once we get past this hackathon and I can touch it again, because I can't touch it, is that you'll be able to disconnect and connect to other kitchens. So now you've got like a credit score. Your stats are going to be with you for as long as you can be. And this is the cook side right here. So you can see the step-by-step. And there's a lot of work that the chef puts in there, but being able to attach AI to it, so it kind of helps them along the way. And it's one of those programs, the more you use, the better it's going to be. So now they've automated their entire week's work of menuing, and the clarity from the side of your cook coming into work and seeing the task, getting started right away, seeing the recipe book, seeing the gamification afterwards, right? So they can see what they've completed, how they completed it. And for regulatory purposes, it also keeps a ledger of all that. So this is right here, this is their schedule view. So they can see tomorrow how many things they have. And for food, our margins are so small, we have to scrape up every opportunity possible. So if you're scheduling just a blanket schedule, like 8 hours, and I gave you 2 tasks, well, those 2 tasks are going to take you 40 minutes. There's no need for 8 hours, right? I'm not trying to be nice and give you 40 hours every single week just because I want to make sure you have 40 hours. We've got to be smarter at how we're running these kitchens. And there is not a program out there right now that intuitively reacts to the kitchen as it's evolving every single day. And that's what prepcook is. And it is 100% built on Bolt. I 100% broke it like 18 times during the hackathon like everybody else did. So I felt for that. I was like, oh, that's what happened. And sometimes you get to that point where you break it so bad, you're like, I got to start over. And that's that moment of like where you're like, I'm not sleeping tonight, honey. I'm sorry. I've got 3 days left to submit this thing, and I'm just going to go for it. And, but it's so crazy, to learn how to talk, right, to this whole thing. And when it starts talking back to you saying like, no, you got to start doing this. You're like, oh, no. So chef turned vibe coder overnights, breaking ceilings, breaking barriers.
I love it. Before you head out, what you just have such infectious energy and motivation and passion. And so what advice do you have to give to everyone in the chat today when it comes to just putting yourself out there and just building things? What is your pro tip?
Don't wait for permission and just do it. And that was what I was waiting for. I had not seen another chef do what I had tried to do with Bolt. And so I had nobody to look at and say, that's how I should do it. There's no roadmap. The failure part, it's not going to be perfect. If all of us had a chance to work on our projects right now, we would not stop. And the whole point is you got to get to a point where it's usable and get it out there, which is what I'm doing right now. If everybody can follow me on LinkedIn, I got a chance to talk with a good friend, that co-founder from Playably, Angelo Farrow, and he develops games. He's like, oh man, this is next level for kitchens. And so it was, confidence building right there that we could create something that cool for a kitchen. But yeah, don't wait for permission. You gotta go out there and just learn it. The failure part is gonna come for anything, but you never know. Like what you've created could be good enough. It could be amazing for somebody else. Like you're already solving these problems, right? And everything I've seen today has been outstanding. So perfect to you might already be perfect for somebody else.
Yeah. I mean, if you're solving a problem for yourself, ultimately, there's got to be at least one other person on this planet that
100%.
is going through the same problem, right? So absolutely, you're spot on. Thank you so much, Joshua. Seriously. Thank you.
It. I got to do another wardrobe change here.
We'll let you get into your busy day.
Yeah,
it's all good.
Thank you so much for coming on, Joshua. Really appreciate it. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, have a good one.
Bye.
I'm fired up, Kate. I'm fired up.
That was crazy. Oh my gosh, that was insane. Gosh, I mean, wow, we could be here all day, you know.
I'm like jealous or sad I can't share my project. So, you know, I definitely think we'll be doing more of these demo days. And it doesn't just have to be tied to the hackathon, right? Like we're always building projects, we're always building something new. And so yeah, we'll definitely do more of these.
Amazing. Okay, I think we have Matthew next. Matthew and Diana. We have a duo.
Ooh. All right. We got a duo.
Hello. Hello.
What's up?
To follow up that energy from Joshua, that was quite good.
We've had some incredible energy today. So I know it's great. So that you're our first duo. Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
Raise the roof. Tell us a little about yourselves.
Well, this was a true collaboration. Diana and I work together. We're both UX designers. I'm kind of a creative director / UX director. And Diana is a UX lead at the company that we both work at. And we've actually been using Bolt a little bit for prototyping products as many designers are, testing the waters of Figma Make and all of these, immediate kind of test your ideas. And it was already kind of wowing us. And when we saw the, hackathon come up, we're like, oh, we got to do this because we had been talking about a few projects. And interestingly enough, the offices that we just moved into, we decided to name all of our offices after national parks because we're also the designers of the brand. So that led us to talking about, hey, we should do a project for the parks because we both love parks and we were able to make all of our offices named after the parks. And Diana, I guess you want to talk about the beginning of our product design?
So like Matthew said, we're both UX designers. We actually pivoted a lot into Bolt after config. So that was really fun. So we have a love for national parks. And after config, we were just like, hey, let's do something fun. We work in tech, so, it's very square. But our love for the national parks was and Matthew's a photographer. I'm like a recreational, ooh, that looks cool. Matthew's has a big old lens, takes a lot of really high quality pics. And, those kind of pictures, especially with what's going on right now with, government funding, we were just let's do something that can be impactful. So, the whole process with Bolt was just kind of like a whirlwind. We started with general conceptual ideas, and then we started reading into the code and being like, hey, change this specific thing. Don't change anything else. But it was kind of a lot of bouncing back and forth with that. But overall, it was really fun to think about things outside of how we typically think about things as designers, and being able to, wear multiple hats was really cool too. But Matthew's going to share his screen so we can walk you through one of the things that we like to do. Oh, let me give you a TLDR of what it is. So our project is called Park Lens. It's a photo submission website where you can submit photos of national parks, and on there you can run campaigns for the national parks. So photographers receive all the credit for their work, and they can choose to contribute to these campaigns, which raise funds towards the national parks and preserving them.
Am I sharing the screen? I don't even know.
Yes.
Okay. All right, you guys can see Parklands. Cool. So Well, the homepage essentially is kind of letting everybody know what we're up to. And this is, as much for the photographers as well. We wanted to, build this community where if you submit a photo, of course you're going to get credit. You can, upvote these. There's an entire leaderboard, which is exciting because there's a little gamification here and that you can see, 11 votes we just launched a few weeks ago. So Moonrise over Half Dome is currently in there, and you can take a look at it and see the details, as well as in our community gallery where every image shows up. You can get into here and see the info around this photographer. Go check them out on Instagram, share the photo with a friend. And what's also exciting about the galleries is that there's a gallery for every single national park. So when you submit a photo, of which 3 different photographers have already submitted photos for Bryce, you can go in here and these will be eventually a gallery that's entirely about Bryce Canyon. And the barrier to submit a photo is really easy. I'll just demo real quick. You just drag and drop. This is a photo I took of Pinnacles National Park with my son when we were out hiking. So you just select that, select Pinnacles, tag it, hiking. There's up to 6 tags here. And then you're going to enter your details. A few things are required, but not everything. Select your favorite national park. I actually really love Sequoia.
I was just going to ask the both of you what your favorite national park is. So Sequoia. What about you, Diana?
Zion.
Zion. Oh my gosh. I don't think I've been there.
Few parameters here too. We're letting folks know that this is about the parks, so the AI generated images are not to be accepted. We thought about actually setting up an AI to test for AI submitted images because someone actually tried to submit an AI photo already, which is really fascinating. So you submit it. The back end. Oh, you get a little reward here. That was a nice little touch from Diana. Fun. And then I can eventually just kind of pop into my database and see that my Pinnacles photo that I just submitted here. I'll generally want to check it out and see if somebody's trying to submit something sketchy, but once it's approved, you're back in the site, and that should actually appear in the gallery. There's the shot. No votes on it yet, but you can see that I've got hiking, Pinnacles. Check out my Instagram. And we've actually heard a lot of really fun things from photographers already. I think that's our next step, is to really let these photographers know that you're not only building awareness of these great parks, but there's a kind of incentive for them. You can obviously vote and get the credibility, but you're eventually supporting campaigns, which we think will be the next awesome step. And it says donate coming soon because we're working on getting tax exempt status. We already got registered as a nonprofit in California, of which Bolt actually helped with, which is incredible. I was like, hey, Bolt, give me the 10 steps to do this. And I had it done in 15 minutes, which is just amazing. The backend integration will be with Stripe. We can already start accepting money, but we're waiting for the nonprofit account set up so that you can donate and also have a tax write-off 100%.
Wow. Wow.
You could document that process of setting up the nonprofit.
Yeah, it's kind of insane. I think we work back and forth between, Bolt prompts, getting notes from Bolt back into Notion. We kept a long list. That's another thing I really recommend is, as you're, creating these things, definitely work with backups, because we had to go back to like when we broke something, let's, revert to this. But, keeping a detailed history of your prompting, all of your important notes, your different logins, because, you might have all sorts of integrations here. We had Supabase, we had Resend, we had, I don't know, Diana, would speak to, we had GitHub integration. Yeah. So all those details, keep them in a shared Notion doc and just charge ahead, because it's profound. What we could do in 5 days was just mind-boggling.
Yeah, totally. And yeah, keeping all that straight, like, you can make so much progress so quickly. It's like, wait, what did we set up yesterday? Totally. This is so cool. This is awesome. Yeah, we got a question. Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah, sure.
What if someone uploads a random photo? I think you kind of spoke to that. There's an approval process.
Yeah. Right now it's manually approved, so we'll go into Superbase, we'll look at the submission, and we'll make the judgment. But we, in the next round, after everything's done, we do have plans on automating the flow. Especially if the site gets bigger, it would definitely need that.
Yeah, absolutely.
The database will track donations as well as our campaign setup, which is incredible, as well as form submissions. We already had some folks reaching out, seeing how can I join? We want to support this, which is really exciting. There we go.
I love that. Yeah, I love that. That's so cool. So cool.
All submissions too, they start to randomly pull in. So there's always going to be different homepage gallery. This animates through live submissions, different each time. And again, featuring the photography here, it randomly brings in different photos.
And we really wanted to give the users a way to look at the photos in a big view, because things like Instagram kill quality. So we wanted them to be oh wow, kind of you're in a theater and you can screenplay something full view and it looks really amazing, right?
Yeah, I love that. I love that. And what a cool, you guys are already set up getting a nonprofit set up, and super cool to see. Super excited to see the next steps here. We shared the Parklands link in the chat here, it looks like. And this one, you guys had submitted to the gallery. It's also featured on our Bolt gallery currently as well. So definitely go and check it out.
Yeah, we'll keep in the loop too. Just when you guys get your nonprofit status, we'll find ways to donate and support. So
amazing.
Yeah.
Also, get out and touch some grass, guys.
Yeah, back to that. It's always back to
grass, arms.
That's the takeaway of this live stream. Is you gotta go touch some grass after this.
Yeah.
No, thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you next time.
Such amazing topics.
Sure. Amazing. Amazing. Oh my gosh. Wow. So cool. Asking Bolt to add your project as a nonprofit, that I wouldn't have thought of that necessarily. So that's cool. No. Amazing. Okay, I think next we have Beverly joining. Hi, Beverly.
Hey, hi, Mallory. Hi, Beverly.
Hi, Beverly.
You. So good to talk to you finally.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I know you've been very active in our live streams throughout the hackathon, so good to meet you somewhat in person.
Yeah, super helpful live streams. So yeah, I went to most of them for sure.
Thank you. Well, tell us a little about yourself.
Well, I'm an educator, longtime educator, an entrepreneur, and always have ideas. Every day I wake up with 20 ideas. If you're an entrepreneur, you know what I mean. And I started a business about 5 years ago because of the pandemic, and just continued to do consulting and teaching and just staying in education lane. And then AI came along and I got on the train in 2022 with the early adopters and just fell in love with AI and what it could do. And then I was on LinkedIn and saw about Bolt hackathon. I'm like, what's a hackathon? Because I had no idea, coding. I heard about coding 14 years ago. And I'm like, I would never want to do coding. I'm not mathematical. And I know enough that if I'm missing a period, the whole thing breaks. It's not going to work. So all that hard work will not even be seen if you're missing a slash. So I didn't want to do it, but I knew I had AI. So if I have AI and this amazing software that I can work together to make something like the idea that I wake up one morning and have, I'm doing it. So I just did it. And I'm so glad I did. So
gosh.
I love that. I love that. Yeah. And so you're in education, didn't have a technical background, but you're like, I'm doing it.
Yeah, for sure.
I do feel like we've had, I've seen on Twitter stuff, some like education just in general as I think that sector obviously is continuous learning and, staying on top of things. So we've seen a lot of folks pop up and and you can just build things. So
exactly. Just build things. Exactly. Yeah.
Cool. Let's see what you built.
Okay, let me share my screen here. And I will pull up to do a feed here. Okay, can you see it? My little reminder there. Can you see my screen now?
Let's
see. Yet. Entire screen. Is it working? Entire screen I clicked. Right? Or should I just do window?
Maybe try window.
Okay. Yep, let's do that.
Okay, there we go. We see that.
Nice.
Okay, here we go. Now you can see it, right?
Yes.
Okay, so here it is. Because I was new, the first thing I did not read any of the instructions. So I just thought, okay, let's just open Bolt and see what I can do. Let's create a landing page. And I created a landing page. And from there, I worked a lot with Claude and just asked for help. Like, oh, I'm working with Bolt and I don't want to mess up, tell me about it. And then Claude would just be like, okay, Bolt is like this, let's do it. I'm like, okay, I got to trust Bolt. And in I don't know, maybe 2 hours of me talking with Claude, giving my ideas to Claude, because I just am very verbose, again, not mathematical. And I know that Bolt is like coding and I need to be succinct and clear on what I want. About a couple hours later, I'm like, okay, I know what I want. And I want this landing page and I want a demo, and I put it all together, and Bolt did it in maybe 10 or 15 minutes. And I was so excited. I took my computer and I went downstairs and I showed my husband. I'm like, look at this. I made this. This came from my idea and my brain. And so it was so exciting. And then from there, I just went to the colors, and I just thought, I'm going to make a whole business out of this. And so I got the logo and I got the domain, immediately went to the Apple store. I went to iOS and I'm like, okay, I'm going to make this a business, like a startup. I'm going to make a tech startup. And it comes back to my own love for social media. I love social media, but I'm tired of all the channels and talking to my kids on one channel and talking to my friends on another channel. And I thought, wouldn't it be great if I could combine a couple of my favorite apps into one? And that's this 2 feeds in one. So there's Duo Feed is about scrolling less and going out more. It's a totally new kind of social media. And there are 2 distinct feeds: a friends feed for real people you care about, that you want to see their posts every single day and even in real life. And then a discovery feed for all your interests with mindful prompts to slow your scroll. So again, I didn't know what I was making. I made a landing page. And then from there, the next day, quickly, I'm like, let's just do a single web page application. So I learned a lot about coding and what it was called and what you do with it. I mean, I learned so much doing this. And it just made this. So I changed the colors. That was another thing. I thought, okay, second draft, I'm going to do the colors. Now, all the wording in there, I knew what I wanted. I worked that out, told Bolt, this is what I want. And it was a really big, long prompt, and it just did it. So I didn't change very much, because being non-tech, I'm like, oh, this is good enough. It's got my idea. So here it is. And are you still there? I can't see you. So that's why.
Yes.
Okay. I'm like, I can't see you guys at all. So I'm just sharing. Okay. So this is what the second draft, this is what it produced all on its own. So the logos are placed. I didn't really say do this, do that, but I love that it had a menu. It can skip to the philosophy. There's the solution, the demo, join the revolution will give you where to do it. I loved this part. These are the little moments that you're like, oh my gosh, they give you a chance to do the link. Yeah. Also, you can join there, put your name in there. What I loved about this, a challenge I had, was hooking it to ConvertKit. I wanted to try my API. Let's see if I can do this. And it didn't work, but I was okay that I was trying it at least, because this happened. The intake form got redone, and right here, I got so excited. What excites you most about mindful social media? What excites you most about mindful social media? And it's optional, but when people sign up and get on this beta list, they tell me what excites them most. And I'm like, this is data gathering right away. So I'm just so happy that this happened. And so now, 50% respond too. It's optional. And so now I know, what excites you most about this mindful social media, and it's, oh, no more doom scrolling, and being able to see my friends and my family's posts, or no ads, or just different social media that is just more mindful. So yeah, let's do a quick demo. So this was the trickiest part. Yeah, this is the trickiest part, because then I just started saying exactly what I wanted, and it's messy. So I am a messy learner, and I just start going, and then when something breaks, which is going to break in coding, it's always going to break. Lots of tears trying to get this, and I wanted to do more with it, of course, and then I just stopped. I'm like, no, stop, because I'm gonna break it. So I went into actually building more stuff. So here's the try the live demo, and I had said, just make a static page, please, and make it be a demo. So like I really explained to Bolt, and Bolt got it, but it took a while. There were some bugs, and I'm so glad that I persevered, because there it is. And it was so cool building in public, because people would say, hey, make this better, like right away, try this and try that. So I really appreciated that. But there's your friends feed, and here's your Discover feed. So there are two feeds, and Discover's like your interests and other people, events, tech, you follow who you want. And then your friends feed are people that you might meet on social media, and you just want to make sure you see all their posts, because in other traditional social media, you get lost. So that in your menus down here, you can see friends that are nearby. Sarah's in downtown KC. I'm in Kansas right now, Liberty Park. And then they can say, oh, you're in Liberty Park. Oh, and you can just reach out and talk to them. It's kind of Snapchat type feature. You can post on demo day. Woohoo! And then choose what. There's a text, video, photo, voice is really important to me. Again, I'm making this for me too, because I want to be able to use a voice feature. Sometimes I'm so busy and I don't have time to post, but I could always do my voice, especially in my friends' feed. And I know they're going to write back to me. So I love that part. Location, your mood, because this is also going to kind of raise in awareness and like intentional use. So I want this to also be intentional use. So you've got your publish your post, and then in profile, I put that in there. So again, I did so much, and then said, stop, Beverly, it's going to break. So just submit this. And again, it was like up to the last minute, I kept tinkering with it. And then here's the mindful prompt. So let me just scroll and see if you scroll and scroll for like an hour, you can control this. Of course, you're going to get a prompt that says, hey, nice. Rest your eyes, remember to blink. And so that's kind of cool. And you can just see who's nearby and just check in with them. So yeah, that's it. I feel like I'm going to stop sharing so I can see you guys.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm like, oh, I want to go say hi to you guys. Okay, there you are. Yeah, it's really exciting. I'm so glad I did it. And I couldn't have made my idea come to life without software, without Bolt. So it's really life-changing.
Yeah.
For sure.
And you're truly sort of representing a true educator, in that you are a lifelong learner in this example, that you decided to learn something brand new that you had no experience in previously. So yeah, which is just like the inspiring theme, I think, that we've been seeing throughout so many of these projects, is that someone like yourself, Beverly, just like dives in and learns how to do it. You're like, I didn't even read anything. I just started doing it. Right.
Right.
And that's hard to learn sometimes. So
it's really true. And I think it tells something more about Bolt, as an educator and AI is coming up. It's like Bolt is so user-friendly and intuitive that I would love to see it in every CS class in America. It should be part of the curriculum for computer science courses. And then you can teach AI and coding at the same time. So I think it's really been a good thing. Yeah, it's great. It's been a great experience.
You had a good point that like you had a balance of like, you're like, I know what I wanted, but you also kind of gave it its space to like, vibe.
Yes,
like,
for sure.
Like, that's kind of a good idea, Bolt, but then like, I think a lot of the battle is knowing what you want, visualizing it, but yeah, it is a balance for sure. So I think you
it is. It's a collaboration for sure. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Amazing. Well, we shared your LinkedIn here on the channel. Yeah, we look forward to seeing what is next for Do a Feed.
Yeah. Yay.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Whew, I'm on fire.
I know. So good, so good. I know. Yeah. How do if anyone's watching who can help us get Bolt into every classroom in America, that would reach out, reach out.
Real, but this has
Awesome.
been absolutely incredible, and it's been amazing to just see how much demand in the chat there is for demo days. And actually, the inspo came from that. The inspo for this came from the fact that a month ago I went to one of our hackathon meetups in San Francisco, and we had to like cut off the demos. Like we did about an hour and a half of IRL demos, and then after that, there were like a bunch of people waiting, and I'm like, we need to find a way to like do this online so that we can give more people the opportunity to share their projects and their stories. So yeah, thank you for everyone that participated. I know.
Have 2 more, Mother.
Oh, we have 2 more. Oh. Oh, sorry, I thought we were done.
No. We are running a little over. But yes, sorry if we are running a little over. Again, this will be recorded. But we do have 2 more demos, and we're gonna bring on Chris. Hey, Chris, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. Thanks for not cutting me out.
This is all me. It's all my fault.
We may have we were a little optimistic on the time frame here, but yeah, we have 2 more demos. Stick with us. But Chris, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, for sure. I am a dad, which will come into play a little bit later, but I'm a dad, a developer. I've been software developing for over 10 years. And I like to do, side projects, and I also run an apparel brand on the side. And so that's what my project revolves around.
Is that where the hat's from? You can just do things?
Yep.
Like it.
Thanks.
I like it.
I need one.
Let's see.
Just share my screen.
Yes, that would be amazing.
All right, gotcha.
Ooh, we have a fan in the chat saying they watched your build in public videos. Nice.
Oh, no, thank you. All right, we're good?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I was actually going to start a little timer. Okay, so this is BrandStack. Stop me if you need to, but BrandStack's a project management platform for e-commerce brands. If you're a developer, you can think of it as like Trello or Jira for e-commerce. And so I'm just going to go into the dashboard here. And so this is my brand is a dad brand. I also have another brand, but I'm just going to show you this. And this is something I've been working on for our fall launch, which is in a few months. But basically, you can come in here and do the Kanban board. I like to call them stacks just to be fancy. But you can make new columns. You can drag and drop things. You can organize it however you want. It's a flexibility that allows for apparel brands to plan ideas, to organize, and to launch products as well. So you can go in here, change some stuff, update it, just the normal things. If you want to see all your cards, you can go onto a normal table view. You can see which board it's on, what stack it's on, and then my favorite part, and which kind of separates this from a normal Kanban product, is this pipeline status, or a pipeline. And so think of this as your supply chain for your brand. And so if you've never ran a brand before, there's a lot that goes behind it. So you have your ideas, your designs, pre-production, sending it off to manufacturing, ordering it, receiving, and putting your product live. And so all of these steps are customizable. But the way I have it set up now is just for how I like to do it. And we actually have some hats coming in shortly. This one came in yesterday, so I'm just going to move that over to received. And this specifically helps with planning around your brand. So hiring a photographer to take photos, planning the drop day, getting emails out, stuff like that. So it just helps give a more cohesive.
I think I have that hat in the received column.
This one?
Is that a Seeger hat?
No, it's not.
Okay. I was like, wait a minute. I think I was about to go grab it. I'm like, I think I have
it. But I do love that brand. It's one of my inspirations for my dad brand.
Yeah.
So
I love that. I love that.
Yeah, so we have that, and then We also have invoices. So my app is built with a Shopify integration, which is, billions of dollars in revenue company. But there's no way to really like plan all your apparel stuff, even if you have a Shopify shop. So this is really built on top of that to empower operators. So you have invoices. You can go into your Shopify products just like you can on Shopify, update it, edit it. You can just do things hat.
Nice.
Yeah, update it like that. Here's your orders. And then last thing I'll show right here real quick is just your AI stuff. And this is to help with the future. So what products are selling well? What products should you order in the future? Maybe which ones you shouldn't order anymore, and stuff like that. So this is, sales forecasts, like 7 days, 30 days, so on and so forth. So you can see Just Do Things is running low. So if you're in the States, you can order one.
You have to order everyone. This is your call. Order the You Can Just Do Things hat because it will sell out. So
Totally.
So that's about it. That's all I wanted to share.
That's so cool. And super cool. Like, even like brands, like, we'll do merch for like events and stuff. And like, it always takes longer than you think. Like you design, you get to a design and you kind of forget like, okay, actually we have to order it, which takes a long time. Actually, they have to ship it, which takes a long. So like to see it all kind of in that one nice board would be like super, super helpful.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I found it very helpful for keeping organized. So.
We just shared your Twitter account in the chat, but you also have a YouTube channel that I'm going to share.
Yeah,
I do. Thank you.
Where you have been documenting your journey. So super, super cool. How has that been on you sharing your journey on YouTube?
Oh, it's fun. I love doing long form content way more than anything short form. So just, you can kind of just like be yourself when you just put a camera in the corner and just do whatever. Yeah. And then just edit the bad parts out.
Totally.
So it's been super fun. So.
Well, you got yourself a new subscriber to just subscribe. So.
Oh, thank you.
I like the thumbnails too. I like the little dumpster fire emoji, some relatable content there maybe.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Well, Chris, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
We'll see you next time.
All right.
All right, and let's bring on Nathan, bringing up the rear here.
Nathan, how's it going? You're muted.
Oh, your microphone's off.
Oh, that's awkward. Can you hear me now?
We can hear you.
What's up? Hey,
it happens
hey,
every time. It happens every time,
It's the best of us.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us today. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, I guess first off, thank you all so much for hosting this. Super cool to see all these projects, see a bunch of people from like different walks of life, different levels of like dev and design experience come together. So it's been super inspiring to watch all the other presenters. Yeah, I guess a little bit about myself. I'm Nathan. I'm actually a software engineer right now. I'm a new grad software engineer at Netflix. I graduated last year from Carnegie Mellon, and I actually majored in artificial intelligence. So I've been super into using AI tools for a while. I've been using Bolt since like last fall, and I like doing hackathons on the side as well. So when I saw that like y'all were running a hackathon, I was like, okay, dude, I have to like definitely do this. So yeah, it's a little bit about me.
So you are the AI expert.
I don't know about expert. I just studied it, I guess.
Well, I didn't know you that was a major you could even have now. So that's actually fascinating.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, well, it looks like we already have some fans here. They already know that you know what your project is. So you've done a great job tying name recognition there to yourself. But let's see the right away.
Yeah. I think okay, cool. Can y'all see that?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So Right Away is basically an AI document editor. I guess like you can think of it as if like Notion and like Bolt or Cursor like had a baby. Basically what that like the inspiration for this is just like I love using like vibe coding tools like Bolt, like Cursor, just really puts me in the flow state as I'm like developing and gets my ideas like onto paper, like physically there, like super duper fast. And I always wanted that same experience with writing. Just wanted to like really like leverage Gen AI to put me in the flow state. And I've like tried using tools like Notion and Google Docs, but it wasn't really like scratching that itch for me. So I went ahead and like built it for myself for this hackathon. Yeah, I guess I can go ahead and start demoing it. So we can click start writing. It's just like a normal document editor. We can create a project. Let's say I want to create a fairy tale. So Right Away has a couple different features. The first one being like agentic AI edits. So let's go ahead and create a chapter 1 of this fairy tale. So let's write some character notes. Like the main character is like Nathan, software engineer in the Bay Area. I don't know. He likes boba.
Oh,
And yeah. And
too. And you should
yeah.
put egg salad sandwiches.
Oh, wait, sorry, what? Egg salad sandwiches?
Yeah, you have never had a Japanese egg salad sando?
Oh, like a chicken sando? Yeah. And chicken sando. Okay. Yeah. So I can put like character notes and I can just be like, okay, like make this an epic story. And it'll hopefully go in and get the contents with the AI agent, suggest some edits, and I can ask it to apply the edits. And it should apply the edits. Okay, cool. So it like went in and applied like some suggestions for like chapter 1 of the story. So yeah, it says I live like a quiet like routine, I guess. It says I like boba and stuff, super descriptive. And yeah, we have like the first chapter of our fairy tale. Another feature that we have are like reactive AI blocks. And these are essentially like components that you can insert into your document and they'll update in real time as you write the document. So to demonstrate that, let me just like write some more. So like one day he joined the world's largest hackathon. It should update in real time and give you the notes. Yeah, there. So it gave a summary of like everything I wrote. It purposely says that I joined the world's largest hackathon. And then we also have tab to autocomplete. So if I like write some more, he also, okay, maybe that's not working. he also, he wanted to build a document editor. But he had a secret mission too. Okay, what's my secret mission? To find a vulnerability and expose the corrupt corporation. Whoa. No corrupt corporation.
Oh
no. But yeah, so that's pretty much Right Away. I just wanted to make a really cool document editor that I can use for like journaling and like design docs and technical specs. So yeah, that's Right Away.
This is sick.
That's so cool. It looks like we had a user in the chat wrote a short story for my daughter on yesterday. Love this.
So whoa, that's super cool. Thank you, Matthew.
That's super cool. But yeah, like technical documentation when it's like you're just like, oh, just fill this part in for me, you know, just like exactly. enter. But then you can edit it. It's like, okay, that's not quite what I meant. But awesome. Yeah. Well, Nathan, thank you so much. What is next for Right Away?
Yeah, I'm actually hoping to open source this project. I just want to get it out there on GitHub. I need to clean up the repo a bit so it's like all like nice and neat for people to use. But I want to open source it, just have people like fork it and like hack on it and see what people take away with it. So yeah, super excited for that.
So cool. Let's get your Twitter link up here so people can follow you. Let's see. Post it here. Amazing. Awesome. Thank you so much, Nathan. And we will see you next time.
Yeah, thank you. See you.
Thank you, Nathan. That was truly a powerhouse of a project.
Oh my gosh, all of them. Okay, sorry. Now you can close us out, Mallory. Damn, we had 14. So many good projects. Oh my gosh, so many good ones.
Good projects. The judges have just been so focused on going through thousands of your projects over the last 2 or so weeks since we've ended the hackathon. And like I mentioned earlier, July 26th is going to be our massive award ceremony that's going to be hosted by both Greg Eisenberg as well as our CEO, Eric. And yeah, the whole team is really getting ready for that. And like I said earlier, it seems like there's such a high demand for demo days. And so Kate and I and the rest of the team will work together to figure out how we can make these happen more often.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely want to give folks a space to share, what they're working on. I mean, there's so many incredible projects. We want to get those out in public, get you guys to connect with each other. It was cool to see like that we had users in the comments, like, folks who were trying out these projects and stuff. So really want to keep doing these for sure. I just shared the link for the award ceremony event page. Definitely make sure you are RSVP'd to that. Don't miss that. And we will see you next time. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good rest of your day.